6 months ago I bought this full carbon bike with electronic groupset and full carbon wheels for just $1,200. Will I still recommend it, or has my opinion changed over time? Let's find out. Now it's time for the big question: is this bike worth it? And I have to say, absolutely.
For the past 6 months this bike has been my daily driver, and I can honestly say it's been a pleasure to ride. This is also my first bike with electronic shifting, and coming from mechanical shifting it truly feels like an upgrade. The shifting is super smooth and incredibly reliable. Overall this bike offers outstanding value for what you get, and I don't think there is a better pre-built bike on the market in this price range.
To provide a more well-rounded review, I reached out to other owners for their feedback.
And everyone who responded shared a positive experience, while some made significant modifications to their bike.
I believe the best value comes from keeping your upgrades minimal. This bike is already a solid performer right out of the box, making it an excellent choice for riders who look for quality and don't want to break the bank. Because I was so satisfied with the bike, I also wanted to test out some small gravel sections. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with it. I even think if you put wider tires on it, you could use this frame as a gravel bike.
To test this theory, I measured the tire clearance in the front. That was 48mm.
And at the back we have a clearance of
39mm.
If you enjoy bike reviews like this, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Now here is the big question: who is this bike for? It's perfect for riders who are looking for a budget-friendly yet high-performing option. Whether you're a casual cyclist, a commuter, or someone who just enjoys long weekend rides, this bike gives you an excellent value without compromising on quality. There were some people who doubted the shifting performance and that it would decline over time, but I have to say it just performs as good as in the beginning. Let's see. I have to say I had to make one small adjustment because my chain was switching between two cogs. The only thing I needed to do was go inside the app, change the gear values and save. And after that I never had this issue again. One more issue I discovered with the Wheeltop group sets is that I could not connect my phone without an internet connection. Bluetooth alone didn't work, but as soon as I enabled internet, the connection was established. And for the people who are worried about the batteries in the group set, I'm really happy with the performance, because in the last 6 months I had to charge the front derailleur once and the back derailleur 2 times. I also came across a video showing how to remove the group set's batteries, and it appears to be easier than most people think. You simply need to unscrew the 4 corner bolts and the large central bolts, and then you can take the battery straight out. And the process is very similar to both derailleurs. A YouTube channel, Sumo God, made a full video about this topic. You can find his video in the description below. There is only one super annoying thing about the group set, and everybody was talking about it, and that is the rear derailleur charging port cover, which is super annoying.
Every time I need to put it back in position, it feels like an eternity.
Come on, do it. Ooh. That took a long time. Oof. There were also some people who thought the frame was not really carbon but something else because the price was so low, but yeah, it was all carbon, and also the wheels are carbon but still on the heavy side. Now let's talk about the weight of some parts. When placing the frame on the scale, it got a weight of 1171 grams, and when looking inside, I did not see anything bad or unusual. When we look at the wheels, the front wheel had a weight of 1293 grams, while the rear wheels comes in at around 1877 grams. When comparing this to the CSC wheel set, there is only a 145 grams difference. Now let's talk about 4 small upgrades you can make to this bike. So the first one is change your butyl inner tubes for TPU ones.
I chose the Think Rider version, and to have a smooth installation process, I added a bit of air to the inner tube to prevent punctures. Then just place it back in the wheel, put the outer back tire on and you're done.
For the second one, I advise to go for clipless pedals to get a better power transfer. And the third one is of course changing the saddle to a lightweight saddle.
I highly recommend try 3D printed saddles. I have one on my fake track bike and I really love it.
And the fourth one is to position your hood levers inwards. I place my shifters inwards because the handlebars are fixed, and this way I have a more comfortable position. I know these changes look like minor adjustments, but they can really enhance your cycling experience. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, I have ridden both bikes and I have to say the ride is very similar. And if you consider that the fake track bike is twice the price, it's really a no-brainer to go for the Suraf bike.
And when looking for $1,200 Western bikes, I can only get bikes with aluminium frames, Tiagra group sets and a weight of 10.5 kilos. When comparing similar spec Western bikes, the price was always 2 or 3 times higher.
Of course, no bike is perfect, so here are a few negative points. The first one is limited stem adjustability, so if you're not flexible and prefer higher handlebars, your options are limited. However, you might be able to ask the seller to make an exception, but that is something I can't guarantee. The second negative are the handlebars. They are still 42 cm fixed. Maybe in the future they can make 40 cm bars for smaller bikes. And the third one is the weight. The bike has a total weight of 9 kilograms, which may be a consideration for some riders. And of course, the fourth downside is the warranty. However, I have to say that they always responded quickly and helped me out whenever I had issues. And now it's time for the conclusion. I can only conclude that the Suraf bike provides a great value for the price. I'm blown away by this bike and I would recommend it to everybody who is into cycling. If you're not heavy into competitive cycling, this might be all you ever need. Plus the money you save can go towards clothing, food and training. A lot of Chinese companies are now capable of making great frames, but only a few offer pre-built bikes. Since not everybody has the time, skill set or motivation to assemble a bike from scratch, Suraf truly stands out from the competition. I've also let other people ride my bike as well, and they were all pleasantly surprised, including my father, who rode the bike for 130 kilometers during a live stream, and he had a blast. If you want to share your experience with Chinese frames or bike products or have more in-depth questions, feel free to join my Discord server. You can find the link in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, so I can make more similar content in the future. I'm also very happy that the new road season has started. I hope Wout van Aert can win a classic this season. I really wish it with all my heart. And I hope Remco Evenepoel has a great recovery. Thanks for watching guys, live a long and happy life and I will see you in the future. Bye!